For several months I've been following the US debate surrounding the proposed introduction of an increased level of ethanol into gasoline, 15% to be precise. It first came to my attention in March of this year when I read a press release from the NPRA urging the EPA's administrator, Lisa Jackson, to take a note of a letter asking the agency base any decision allowing the introduction of mid-level ethanol blends into the nation's fuel supply on a complete scientific record that includes up-to-date information and public comment on data testing. Since then, it's been popping in and out of focus and continually meeting opposition. Most gasoline in the US contained 10% ethanol, and the increase to 15% ethanol, which is scheduled for autumn before extensive testing has been completed, has raised many topics of debate. In an ad campaign which started on the 22nd of July, several points of contention were raised and have been highlighted, including the harm E15 could do to some engines, as it has never been thoroughly tested to determine if it is safe for car engines, boats and outdoor power equipment. The ad ran with the tagline, "Say no to untested 15" and "Don't let the ethanol industry leave you stranded." This campaign is being run by the NPRA and a broad range of industry groups and associations who usually hold conflicting opinions. From the Environmental Working Group to the American Frozen Food Institute to the Motorcycle Industry Council and the National Association of Truck Shop Operators. The campaign group are also concerned that the corn ethanol in our gasoline that would lead to more dangerous pollutants coming out of our tailpipes and ending up in our lungs cause more forests to be cut down for plants but fragile lands under the tractor and use up scarce water resources. Also, concerns have been voiced by the group surrounding the potential increases in food and feed prices for meat and poultry farmers, which could then eventually be passed on to the consumer. At the end of July, the above group received support from the US Congress in the form of Congressmen Henry A. Waxman, Edward J. Markey, Joe Barton and Fred Upton, who urged the EPA to ensure that the increasing permissible level of ethanol in gasoline is accomplished in a way that does not present any potential harm to air quality, consumers' investments in cars, trucks and other engines and equipment, or small business owners' investment in gas stations. At the time of writing, the American Petroleum Institute, also part of the campaigning consortium, had instigated the most recent activity surrounding E15. The API commissioned a report by Sierra Research entitled Identification and Review of State/Federal Legislative and Regulatory Changes Required for the Introduction of New Transportation Fuels. This was released at the beginning of September. The report has concluded that there is much still to be done before E15 is completely viable, and Al Manato, Fuels Issues Manager at API, added to this conclusion by stating, "A flawed implementation of higher-level ethanol blends would impact the success of biofuels moving forward. Another issue that should be definitely considered as countries all over the world begin to seek out alternative and ultra-clean fuels." If you'd like to read a bit more about the E15 debate, then please visit our processing sector at www.energyglobal.com. Jumping forward to the November issue of Hydrocarbon Engineering, the topic of cleaner fuels will be looked at in a bit more detail by Gordon Cope, our contributing editor. He'll be discussing the problems being encountered by refiners as they clean sulphur from fuels. Thank you for watching.